Today is Friday, August 23rd. This is Noreen Johnson, and here are the good news headlines of the day. When Vice President Kamala Harris accepted the Democratic nomination for president in Chicago Thursday night, she dedicated most of her acceptance speech attacking former President Donald Trump. During her speech, she claimed that there would be serious consequences if Trump was elected in November and attacked him on issues ranging from abortion to border security. Harris became the Democratic nominee without getting a single vote from Democratic primary voters. She said that Trump's first term in office was filled with chaos and calamity and attacked him over the January 6th riot. During his speech on January 6th, mind you, Trump urged his supporters to protest the 2020 election in a peaceful manner. During her speech, Harris criticized Trump over his opposition to a border bill put forth earlier this year that was opposed by many conservative Republicans. She also promised to create an earned pathway to citizenship and secure our border. Also Thursday night, during Kamala's acceptance speech, at the final evening of the 2024 DNC in Chicago, Harris announced that she was accepting her party's nomination before she talked about what her plans will be if she becomes president, including restoring so-called reproductive rights. But she did say this.
And when Congress passes a bill to restore reproductive freedom, as President of the United States, I will proudly sign it into law.
As the crowd roared for the right to kill babies, the camera then panned to a man in the audience holding and rocking an infant who had just fallen asleep in his arms. Abortion has been one of the several highlighted topics at this year's convention, with Planned Parenthood announcing before that it would be in the Windy City offering free abortions and vasectomies near the convention, as previously reported. On Tuesday, pro-life news site Life News posted on X that the number of abortions performed during the convention this week were more than 24. They posted this: Planned Parenthood has killed 25 babies in free abortions so far at the Democrat convention. They were 25 little boys and girls whose lives were made in God's image. Our hearts break for them. In other news, the Ohio Secretary of State's office referred 138 non-U.S. citizens who were found on registered voter rolls to the state's Attorney General on Thursday. The move comes as part of a months-long audit of the state's voter rolls by Secretary Frank LaRose. Fox News Digital has previously reported on a purge of hundreds of other non-citizens from the state's voter registration earlier this year. LaRose said so far they identified 597 individuals who've registered to vote in Ohio despite not being citizens of the United States as the state constitution requires. The evidence includes 138 individuals who appear to have cast a ballot in an Ohio election during the time state and federal records show they lacked citizenship status. Several members of the U.S. Secret Service Pittsburgh field office have reportedly been placed on administrative leave following the July 13th assassination attempt against former President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. A different group of USSS agents specifically assigned to Trump's detail remain operational. Sources familiar with the matter told Real Clear Politics. Anthony Guglielmi, USSS Chief of Communications, told Fox News Digital in a statement that the agency's personnel are held to the highest professional standards, and any identified and substantiated violations of policy will be investigated by the Office of Professional Responsibility for potential disciplinary action. USSS did not directly confirm any employees placed on leave, but Guglielmi added that given the personal nature of the matter, the agency is not in a position to comment further. And then today, August 23rd, marks the feast day of St. Rose of Lima. At a very young age, she chose to consecrate her life to God. She practiced very intense prayer and penance daily, sometimes depriving herself of food and sleep. She was canonized by Pope Clement X in 1671 and was the first saint of the Americas. St. Rose, pray for us. And those are your daily good news headlines. This is Catholics for Catholics. May God bless you, and may God bless the USA.